Hi, my name's Wil and I'm an Assistant Secretary at the Victorian Trades Hall Council. The VTHC is the peak body for the trade union movement here in Victoria. We describe ourselves as a movement of workers organising for a fairer Victoria. So that's the gig. I'm going to reflect just for a moment about COVID-19 and the impact on workers and particularly on women workers. We've been running these things called Raw Chats, Women's Rights at Work, and they are conversations with women around what's happening for them, the challenges that they face, and for us particularly at the moment during COVID-19. And what they're telling us really is that the issues that already exist for working women, the challenges they face, have been significantly exacerbated. So, for example, working women, women currently carry the kind of majority of the load around domestic duties, around caring responsibilities, and that's at the moment a real challenge when particularly you're working from home, right? So you've got a full workload that you need to manage, and you've also got to make sure that the kids are doing the remote learning and that mum and dad are okay, and that the office space, which is the home space, is all kind of functioning and kept running. And so lots of women are telling us that rather than employers adapting to that and modifying expectations around what that means, they're being encouraged to take annual leave or long service leave or some form of leave to use up their entitlements because they can't focus on the work. And it's just wrong. It's a symptom of an underlying problem in our system where it's not adapting to the realities for working women. Women are at the forefront of the response to COVID-19. So women do lots of the jobs that we are relying on at the moment. They are the nurses, the healthcare workers, the teachers, the retail workers, the cleaners, the public servants, the people who are doing the work that we are relying on to get us through this current crisis. That's overwhelmingly dominated by women, and they are dealing with the stress of carrying that load. There's been a massive economic shock, and for women, that's impacted on women particularly because it impacts on workers who are already marginalised, insecure work. Women are more likely to be in insecure work. Women are overwhelmingly clustered in the low-paid, insecure jobs. And so those are the workers that are struggling at the moment significantly, and also that are potentially kind of impacting on their futures by digging into their superannuation, which is just like, this is a compounding effect for the future. So all of those conversations are telling us these things. They're telling us the challenges that we are dealing with. And we as a union movement are grappling with how do we respond to those, not just now, but also the long-term push, right? The things we have to do to address the underlying problems that mean that women are not safe, respected and equal at work. So that's where we are. Those are my reflections on kind of our experience of what COVID-19 means and the current crisis. This is a trade union thing, so I'm going to finish with an ask, because we always ask, because we believe that we always get better outcomes by working collectively. So if you want to add your voice to the collective voice around what we're going to do, then I'd encourage you to look us up. We Are Union Women. Look us up on the Facebooks or find Victorian Trades Hall Council, look at our website. And you can actually participate in one of those raw chats and have your voice and your thoughts added to basically working with us, not just on what the problems are, but what we think the solutions to those things might be. I've never done one of these before, so I think that's probably all I need to say. I don't know how to finish, so I'm just going to say thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for seeing it through to the end. And I look forward to you being part of our movement. Thanks, everyone.